Yeah, I know what you're thinking. You can get a job in the Middle East simply by trying or by magic, through others, or by a fluke. Remember that competition is everywhere. Some here, some there, but bam! Loy Macedo is the best.
Yesterday I did something I haven't done in a long time. It's not like a matter of achievement or something. It's just that it happened. What happened is I made a client cry. And that also is not a small child. It's a grown-ass man. Made the person cry, and I just want to share with you what happened. It's so funny, right? People pay me money. On top of that, people say, oh, you're rude with them or whatever. In fact, sometimes I get these messages, Loy, I don't mind being your client, but I'm afraid you'll shout at me or you'll be rude. Or now, the thing is, I'm not doing it because I derive some sinister pleasure or some evil some evil intention or drive is there back of my head. Ha ha ha, Okay, I'll explain to you what happened. Now this guy, he comes to me. He's asking for a position which is slightly at a senior level. Salary also senior level. Lost his job because of COVID and recession. So we decided, okay, we'll work on the resume rebrand and the interview coaching. He wanted both because he was not too confident about the interview part, especially because he was with this company for ages, and before that another company for ages. This is a problem, if you are with a company for a very long time, you tend to get in your comfort zone. You tend to be comfortable, So this guy was, I think, 10-12 years in the same company. Before that, another 10 years or whatever. So he didn't even update his CV. He didn't have anything. Oh, fine, it's my job. That CV itself took one month and a half, and then refining the process took another 15 days, and then we started the interview process. We trained. I'll tell you one thing, I have to give my hats off to him. A very dedicated guy. Every single day we would practice and practice and practice everything, technical questions, non-technical questions, improving on those questions, personal questions, leadership questions. I admire the fire that he had. Every single day, 20 minutes to half an hour, practice. Okay, finally, as the resume started to go around, he got a few interviews lined up. And, it's always, you do your best and come back and they give me the feedback. Like, this is what they asked me, and then I tell them, see, listen, should have said this. And in some cases he was nervous, some cases he was not up to the mark. So it was a tough thing to work on, Finally, we managed to get one multinational company. First round, aced. Second round, aced. Third round, aced. Now, remember, the third round was more or less the kind of final round. And after he finished it, I always tell them, after you finish the interview, call me immediately, I need to know what's happening. So he sent me a message, I picked up, and because you're so involved in this, you really love the person. Training is a very intimate process, man. So I asked him all the questions. He said, fine. Finally, it came down to salary negotiation. And I told him, if you're not sure, say, let me think about it and get back to you. Okay? That's what I told him. I told him, if you're not sure, just say, let me think about it, get back to you. Then call me and let's run it through. This guy, let's assume he was targeting $20,000. The company actually offered him much more lower. Instead of $20,000, they offered him something in the range of like $12,000 or 13. A massive difference. They even offered him what he was getting, like, before that 10-year, you remember I told you 10 to 12 years he worked in that company. Before that, what he was getting, they offered him that. So I told him, okay, now what did you tell them? His answer was, I said, please, I know this lady was giving him sweet talk. This is how they negotiate. They always try to soften you, find your weakness. They'll bring a lady or they try all these games in negotiations now. You have to play all these games. Sit in a friendly coffee shop, make the person feel comfortable, sometimes get a girl there, or sometimes 2-3 people to make you feel, oh shit. All these games I'm aware of. In terms of, if you learn advanced level negotiation skills, you know how they play all these games. Or they'll purposely make you fail, and then they'll offer you a job. And you'll be like, shit, I'm so useless. Or they'll tell you, there are other candidates outside who are actually useless, but they'll intimidate you that they plan to offer some. So they try all these tricks in the book. So they brought this lady there, and she was saying, see, listen, we really want the best for you, blah, blah, family, this, that, emotional. They softened him up. And this guy, because she opened up and little bit, and he also suddenly opened up. It's like, I have a family, I have this. Never, ever, ever should you give your details, man. Come on. He gave his fucking private details and the stress and the pressure. And she was like, yeah, market is tough. I understand what you're going through. Would you like tea, coffee? This is a trick. When they offer you tea, coffee, they're trying to bring down your defenses. Don't fucking fall for it. Fuck. They bought him tea, coffee. He started sipping and got comfortable. And then finally said, see, please, I really want this job. But you're offering me less. Please, if you can offer. Oh, man, after all the weeks of training to tell him, keep your, don't break your defenses. The fucking idiot. They opened up and said, what? Yeah, please, I trust you. No, something or what? She said, see, this is a trick that they pull. After 6 months, we'll increase. We'll have a performance review in 3 months. We'll increase. We'll give you insurance. We'll give you this. We'll give that. We will give you. Not now. He said, okay. If you can give me just a little bit more. And they said they'll get back to him. And this he told me. I fucking lost my cool, man. I seriously fucking lost my cool. I was so pissed off. Just imagine $20,000, $12,000. The guy's a fucking genius. The guy's really good at what he does. The problem is, skill-wise is good, technically. Selling himself, communication, the art of, being that sharp, savvy businessman, negotiator, that cunningness, that is zero. I gave him badly. I gave him left, right, and I told him, what the fuck, I said, your wife depends on you, your baby depends on you, and this is what you did. And I said, how will you pay your fucking loans? And fuck, I lost it. And next thing I know, he started to cry. I honestly didn't think he would cry. No sooner he cried, I just kept quiet. He was sobbing really bad. And then he tells me that his daughter is sick, and He's going through financial problems to take care of her. I didn't know that. I just kept quiet, and then he revealed how difficult it is and how he hoped to get this job, and he believed them. He thought they were his well-wishers, and I told him, after I calmed him down, I told him, listen, take some time off, shower, have food, relax, take sleep, come back to me. We'll have the session again. He did that. After a couple of hours, came back. And I told him, okay, this is to prove it to you. Don't call them up. Don't call them up. Don't answer their phone for the next, couple of days. Okay? Next couple of days. And see if just see what happens. Just don't pick up your phone. He said, fine. So for the next couple of days, he didn't pick up the phone at all. Nobody's called. He listened to what I had to say. That is a trust. He didn't pick up any number. They called, and imagine for the next whole 3-4 days, they are trying. And then I told him, do you know why they are trying so much? He said, no, I don't understand why they are keeping on trying. He said, because you are the cheapest candidate, the best candidate who offered the cheapest price. No other candidate would agree to this price. In fact, I asked him, do you think a Gora, white guy, will accept half salary? Do you think they would have the guts to offer half salary to Emirati? He said, no. I said, they do this with Indians or Asians because they know they're very timid. You need to keep your self-respect, my friend. And he was glad, but at the same time he was upset because there was no job. Anyway, we still worked on it. And then just, yesterday, he finally came, told me, I need to talk to you, I'm very this, that, whatever. And then lo and behold, he tells me, he's crying on the phone and telling me he got a job offer. Not from that company, another one. I told him, I first wanted him to relieve himself because, the tears of joy, they have offered him a contract. I said, say, listen, understand these are tears of joy, just relax. Don't jump the gun. You're doing the same mistake again. They just offered you a contract. You have not accepted it. You have not started to work. You don't know how is the environment. You don't know how is your boss. You don't know if you like the organization. You don't know if you like the colleagues. There's so many things. Don't jump the gun. So, this time he understood. See, overall, why am I sharing this with you? It's not to boast or brag about, hey look, I'm high and mighty. Hey look, because of me, he got a job. Hey look, I'm shouting at my customer. No. There's nothing, you can't do anything by yourself. When you're working, you work with, it's two people. I put my 100%, you put your 100%. If it doesn't work both the ways, you can't achieve results. And another thing what people need to remember is getting a job also involves luck. Right time, right place, right everything. So anyway, what I told him is start the work, sign the contract, take it one step at a time. Don't be overly happy. The problem with this guy is he's too emotional, He believes people, he trusts people easily. He thinks everyone is good like him. That's a problem of working in your comfort zone. That's a problem of working in a company for many, many years. You tend to believe the whole world is nice and good, and that's why even children who are born and raised in a family or in a close community, they think they know the world. Anyway, I was glad he got something, but like I said, still now the battle is not over. Okay, the battle may be won, the war is not yet over. He's got the offer, starts the job, he has to figure out, is this company good? Work environment, is it good? Are they paying their salaries on time? Are they, honoring their part of the bargain? Your roles and responsibilities, is it the same what they promised, or are they dumping more work on you? Is the job description exactly the way it is? Then do you get along with your boss? Do you get along with your colleagues? The business operations, are you comfortable? Sometimes you join a company, you think that the company is doing very well, but after joining you realize, fuck, the company is in a disaster. It's a financial wreck. What do you do? It's like a sinking Titanic. I mean, are you going to still stay there? So many things can happen. In fact, I even know one guy who joined. After he joined, he was diagnosed with COVID. He was so happy, and my client, so happy, overjoyed, shared on social media, he got a job and this and that, and then he got COVID. And then they withdrew the offer because they needed someone urgently. And they didn't want to take someone who got COVID. Anyway, these are the realities of life. This is what I wanted to share with you. Let me know if you think I'm right or wrong. See, that my thing is, if I take on a project, I give my heart and soul. I really genuinely care about the people I work with. Others, you cannot do what I'm doing, man. It's not like pay money, print out, pay money, give a course, pay money, access to videos. No. Each and every step you have to work. And when you're a family man and you have children and you have a wife, there's so many responsibilities. Yeah. Being good, I tell people, being good will not help you succeed in life. Stop being good. Yes, even my daughter, same thing. Don't think I'm being too pally with it. Yes, what you want? It's my baby. Anyway, this is my style of tough love. So you let me know what you think. Comment down below and let me know your thoughts. Yes, take care.